It's the holiday season, and with hopes of getting on Santa's nice list, we're going to recreate the North Pole inside of our world. Right past our nether portal here, we have a big snowy biome. In the middle of the biome, we have this little village here, and I think this would be the perfect place to make it. We're going to have a giant Christmas tree, Santa's workshop, an ice skating rink, and more, all inside of hardcore Minecraft. I think what I want to do is have a big Christmas tree in the center of this entire thing, and then make all of the builds around the center Christmas tree. But in order to make the tree, we're gonna need some materials. Alright, before we build this tree, let's clear out some of this area just so we have a nice place to work with. Okay, I actually think right where this is about the perfect spot. Alright, let's get started on the Christmas tree. Alright, that's good for the Christmas tree to start off with, so let's go grab some items from our base so that we can decorate it. Okay, actually, while I'm back at the base, let's take 2 sheep out of this farm and make a couple automatic wool farms. I'm gonna make one for white wool and one for red wool because I want to put some candy canes around this village once we're done. Okay, now we just need some sheep in here. How do I let 2 of you out without all of you getting out? We got 1. Okay, we got him. So basically, oh, that's how the farm works. So when the sheep eat the grass, there's a little observer that notices the change in the block, which then activates this dispenser to shoot out some shears, shearing the sheep, and then putting the wool in the chests for us. And then we've got the escapee. Now that that's done, let's go grab some decorations for our Christmas tree. I'm not really sure how I want to decorate this, so I'm just going to grab some different items that might look nice, and we can just test some things out. Okay, I really like how the tree looks so far. I might add some more in the future, but for now, I think this is good. I also wanted to add some presents to the bottom, and I was trying to figure out what kind of block could I use to almost look like a bow wrapped on top of the gift, and amethyst crystals were pretty much perfect. Okay, so next I think it would be really cool to have like a pretty fun ice skating rink. So let's go over here to these icier biomes and collect some ice. So, Minecraft has packed ice, which will melt from light sources, but we can take packed ice and make blue ice, and blue ice will not melt from light sources. Plus, it looks kind of fun. Okay, so let's hollow out a nice area for this rink. Okay, I think this is a good size. I need a lot more blue ice. Okay, now that my pickaxe is almost broken, I hope we have enough. Okay, we're almost there. You know what? We're gonna need a lot more snow for this, so I think we could use a snow farm. I also am definitely going to need to repair my pickaxe. Okay, I'm gonna do this slightly away from the village. Oh, it did work. What should I name this snowman? Let me know in the comments. So now I should be able to just... yes. There we go. This farm is great. Alright, I'm cool with the current design of the ice skating rink, so next what I want to do is create a fairly large house for Santa to live in. Santa's deserving of a pretty nice house, and then we'll transform the other village houses into smaller houses for the villagers. But I'm not sure how much space I'm gonna need, so just in case, I'm going to completely level out this hill here. Okay, we've got a nice big area here. I will admit, it's kind of ugly with all these exposed blocks, and I had no idea there was so much sand in taiga biomes. Anyways, hopefully it'll snow in the future and cover this all up, but for now, let's build a house that Santa can live in. Alright, I think we've got a pretty good general house here, but what we need to do is decorate it with some festive looking decorations. Okay, so I've done a little bit of decorating work with Santa's house, and I want to do more, but I had an idea. So I planted a few spruce trees around, but I think what I want to do is outline what I'll have as the village using spruce trees. Shorter spruce trees in the front and larger ones in the back. That way we know the general shape of the area we want. Because after that, we're just going to fill it in. We're going to fill it in with candy canes and lights and houses for the villagers and make this look like an amazing Christmas village. Okay, so after like half an hour of tree planting, here's where we're at. I actually really enjoy the look of this. I think when you outline your villages with trees like this, with the smaller ones in the foreground and the larger ones in the background, it creates this nice atmosphere and you sort of feel like you're enclosed in a small little village. It actually snowed a little too much, I think. Now all the ground is covered in snow. The only part that looks really ugly that I'm gonna have to adjust is this. Not the sides of the, sandstone and stone. They're not covered up, so I'm gonna have to switch it for dirt. Now, as for these villagers, I've been periodically giving them bread, and instead of decorating the inside of Santa's house, I actually just put as many red beds as I can make with the rest of my leftover wool. And it's almost acting like an automatic villager breeder, and they're just breeding and creating more. So, we're gonna need some little houses for these villagers. So what we're gonna do is use some of our spruce wood and oak wood and dot some fun houses for these villagers around here, while also taking down the houses they already have, because these aren't really that good looking. Alright, and here we have it. The villagers' houses are completed. I went for multiple different styles of houses, and now this is starting to really look like the winter wonderland that we want. I decided to leave a few of the original villagers' houses over here just because these two I really didn't mind. I think the design of these is pretty okay, and I have nothing against them. Actually, I lied to you all, because I'm a big fat liar. What we're going to do is probably remove this candy cane in these two village houses, flatten out this land a bit more, and in its place, we are going to create Santa's workshop. We have Santa's house, but you know, Santa can't make toys and deliver them all over the world without his workshop. So let's make ourselves a little bit of room. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure how I want to do this. I think I'm just going to experiment with some different blocks, some different builds, and come back here and see what finalized design I want for this. I'm not going to have a lot of room to make it massive, but I should be able to make it a decent size. Alright, so overall I'm really satisfied with how this came out. This front part was really hard to mess with without it looking like Among Us, but I think it's okay. Now what I'm going to do is on the inside I am going to actually decorate this. We're going to add maybe some toys or some fun things that would make it look like elves are working in Santa's workshop, and maybe like a big conveyor belt full of presents. I think that'll be pretty cool. Alright, so inside of the workshop here I added some presents like we have around the tree. Also added a little assembly line to sort of like mimic toys being made. Thought this was pretty fun. And then, I don't know, just some other fun stuff. What I do want to do now, though, is I want to go around and add some snowmen. I feel like, come on. Snowmen, not only do they look fun and fit the theme, but they add some life. I like when my villages actually have a lot of villagers or iron golems or things like that. It just makes it feel more alive. Plus, hopefully they can cover up some of the bare patches that don't have snow on them. Okay, wait. I have a really fun idea. So if this is Santa's house, I do this. Okay, and then I do this. We have Santa's sleigh. Okay, so let's grab some horses and see how that looks. So, I'm gonna try something. I don't know. Can I do this? Oh, I guess I can. So will this horse still be able to follow me is the question. I think there's another way I can do this. I'm about to take a really big risk here, guys. Okay? Are you ready? Oh. Let's try that again. Okay, I guess I'll walk them to the village. Ah, look at that! And without the horse armor, you two look absolutely perfect. These guys definitely need some good reindeer names. Even though they're not reindeer, I definitely want to name them after the 7 reindeer, so what do you guys think their names should be? Unfortunately, no one's really looking like a Rudolph. Okay, so we're nearly done with the village here, but there's something else I want to do. So, because of the nature of this village, I don't want to put a giant wall around it because I feel like it will ruin the look, but without a wall and without tons of light sources, because I don't want the snow to melt, these villagers aren't very safe. So I think what a good idea is right inside of here, maybe? Let's do it inside of here. What I want to do is actually have a secret hidden underground villager breeder. This way the villagers have a place where they can breed and pretty much create a continuous supply of villagers, so I don't have to worry about them dying off. I know I could just create some iron golems or something, but I think this is the best bet because every time it's nighttime, I am losing a few villagers and I'm giving them some food, which is making them breed a bit more, but I think it would be easier to do this whole thing just by letting them do it themselves. Plus, for a villager breeder, we need a farm, and a farm isn't going to really look good or fit with the theme above ground, so we can have the farm underground and no one's going to know. Alright, so here we go. I at least wanted to make it look a little bit nice for them, and I like it. So, I was gonna actually say, I'm not sure if these villagers would go above ground during the day, but looks like that's exactly what they want to do, which is perfect. This is exactly what we need. Now that they have access to food, and they also have access to these beds, it should make it so that they start to breed more villagers up until all those beds are full, and it should hopefully keep a steady supply of villagers in our Christmas village. And that concludes our Christmas village. We have Santa's sleigh next to his own personal house. Here we have the workshop where all of the elves, or villagers, can make some toys for the world. I really like the candy cane decorations around everywhere too. I would add some light to them to light up the village a bit more, but I don't want to add too many light sources because it's just going to melt all of the snow, and I like the look of the snow. So that's all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope you all also enjoy your holiday season and have a lot of really good time with your family. But my name is JWhisp. That is all for today's video, and I was, excuse me, I'm trying to say goodbye. That is all for today's video, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Can you leave me alone?